welcome to Google My Business Problems. I am your host, Brooke Borup with My Clone Solution, and today we are talking about ideal clients and lead generation. Today, Jenna Zaffino is here with us from jennazaffino.com, and she works with wellness and movement professionals to help them grow their business. So Jenna, how are we finding leads?
So one of the questions or the desires that comes to me from my clients sounds like, Jenna, I just need 20 more people in my business, in a class or on my schedule, and then I'll be great in my bottom line. I've qualified that number. And my response to that question is, who are these people? And often they come back to me and say, well, anybody. My doors are open to everybody. I don't care who comes in. I can just offer them my services. And I love working with a diverse group of people, and it's great. And most of us have heard the adage or the cliche that is true that says when you're marketing to everyone, you're actually marketing to no one. And so it's up to us to get very, very specific about our ideal clientele, understanding that the more specific we are in our messaging, the ripple effect will touch other people from that spectrum that we want to invite into our businesses. So I advise my clients to start a love affair, start dating this ideal client. Imagine that you're going on some level of dating website and you're looking at their profile, and then let's do more. So you know maybe the gender of your client, you know the general age bracket, you know where they live, and you know what their interests are. But now let's consider, where do they get their coffee? Do they drink coffee? Are they super into health and wellness, or are they really on the end of the spectrum that has no idea how to start? What do they do on the weekends? Are they always out with a group of friends, or are they more of a homebody? And this might feel insignificant to, the direct application of your services, but what happens is when you start to consider the entire situation that your client is living in their life, and especially the pain points or where the struggles might be, then you can start to target any campaigns that you might consider creating for lead generation, opt-in campaigns, even launches. You might consider the messaging directly applying to those pain points. And when you can be specific and you can solve a problem through your copy and just telling somebody about the program, they're going to be more likely to get on board with the services you're offering. What I find in my own experience as a consumer is that when I see copy that doesn't speak directly to me or what I'm going through in my life, or a problem that I need help solving, I tend to scroll past it, or I tend to just say, oh, that's great for you, but it doesn't really apply to me. And when I do see the copy that speaks to, the entrepreneur who's scaling her business and rising like crazy and needs to, sort of streamline some of her processes, then I'm like, oh yeah, give me that. You're speaking exactly to me right now. So I think that the more specific we can get, the more pointed we can get in our lead generation. And I will also say the more heartfelt we can be in our services, because when you're literally messaging to the people who you're dreaming about working with, you're already making some level of a heart connection in the messaging and the lead generation itself.
And I feel the exact same way. So I love that you said all of those things, because that everyone is no one in business is huge.
Yeah.
And you have to have the right message for the right target at the right time. And the more you know about the person you really want to work with, guess what? The easier the lead generation is, because if they drink coffee, go hang out in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And just talk a little bit louder so that they come up to you and say, I'm sorry, I was eavesdropping, but I really need to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's how I've gotten probably a good 2-3% of my clients.
Yeah.
It's just by being too loud in a coffee shop.
Yep. I talk about money all of the time on social media, because I know that my clients, they want to make more money, but they don't know how to start. So the more I talk about it and normalize the conversation for them, because wellness providers tend to want to share a lot of services, but not always charge a high premium for them. So the more I normalize that conversation, the more they feel comfortable coming in and talking to me about their individual situations. And it's a great strategy to literally talk the talk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Jenna. And thank you for watching another episode of Google My Business Problems. Jenna's information will be on the next slide. It'll also be in the post. And we look forward to having you at the next Google My Business Problems video. Have a great day.